want to talk CFP here. It's been in the news first few days of the week. And of course, my question to you is, was Florida State done dirty? Should they be in the CFP?
The million dollar question. Yeah, they were done dirty. They were robbed. If I was a Florida State fan, I'd be irate. But should they be in it? Like, I see the committee's conundrum. Like, I get it. Like, Andrew, do you want to watch one of those semifinal games with Florida State in it? I think we all kind of know that's not going to be as competitive as a matchup. So it's like, what's the purpose of the committee? Are they truly there to pick the 4 best teams who have proven it throughout the year? Or do they have a little responsibility that nobody wants to talk about, which is providing us with games where more people are going to watch that are more competitive? Let me throw this scenario out there, though. This is their nightmare. How about one of these semifinal games? And I don't think this is going to happen, but how about one of these semifinal games is like, 41-3 or something like that? Because that's sort of their defense for, even though it may not be their official line of defense, that's sort of their defense that people are using to defend them for the decision that they made. Oh, this will be a better game. Well, what if it's not? Florida State's going to have even more beef at that point. And is a little part of me rooting for that chaos? I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of agree. Yeah, Florida State was done a bit dirty, but you're going to get the better matchups with the 2 semis that they have. I think you got to give, it's the SEC factor, man. It's the premier conference in college football. Alabama won the conference. You got to give them a nod. Another question I have about Florida State is, if Jordan Travis is good enough that his injury warrants Florida State's omission from the CFP, why is Jordan Travis not among the Heisman Trophy finalists if he has that big of an impact on his team?
Man, that's a really good point, Andrew. I haven't heard anybody raise that question. That's a really, really good point. Yeah, it's a shame we're not going to see him healthy and in one of these premier bowl games to kind of prove it at this point. Gosh, man, that's a really good point. Let me throw this scenario at you.
Yeah.
How about, again, my brain just comes up with these chaotic scenarios that I know aren't going to happen, but it's fun to think about. How about a last minute opt-out for one of these starting quarterbacks in these games?
Can you imagine?
So
oh my goodness.
You hold Florida State back because they don't have a quarterback. So now we've got a Final Four, and then one of those players' agents or future agents says, "No, we don't want you playing in this game," and so you don't have a starting quarterback anyways. Could you imagine that scenario?
Pure chaos. That would be hilarious.